Hey guys, Mr. Onis here. I'm doing another vlog review of a movie. Last one I did was, I think, Ender's Game, and that was I think 2013. Okay, well, today I'm doing another vlog review, this time of the recently released faith-based film, Little Boy, and it's about this boy who wishes his dad would come home, so he does things to hopefully, that he thinks will bring his dad home. And, one of those things involves befriending a Japanese man in a post-war, no, not post-war, post-Pearl Harbor, attack on Pearl Harbor, World War II. So obviously, things happen there. Okay, first of all, this is considered a faith-based movie. I don't really consider, now I'll be honest, I don't really consider it to be much a faith-based movie. As it gets about as faith-based as the passage in the Bible where it says that someone with even as much faith as a mustard seed can move a mountain. Well, that comes into play almost literally in the movie. But that's about as faith-based as it gets. I mean, it does bring that up. And the little boy, the main character, attempts to move a mountain. But that's about as faith-based as it gets. I mean, so it's not really a faith-based movie in that sense. Well, I don't consider it to be one. The filmmakers consider it a faith-based movie, I think. And if they do, well, good for them. It's a faith-based movie, but it's a faith-based movie that has nothing, that doesn't have much to do with faith in the religious sense. So, let's talk about the actual movie now. First of all, I will say this as a period drama, which is what I do consider this to be more of. It's not too bad. Well, the first two acts, period, I guess you could say period accurate costumes, it has a good look. It's not, as a period drama, it could be pretty decent. I might watch it, if it comes on TV or something. And then the third act. Oh boy, the third act is possibly the worst third act I've ever seen in any movie. Now, I mentioned the kid attempting to move the mountain. That's in there. That's not the only thing that happens. The movie is called Little Boy. That's not the only little boy that the movie refers to. Now, if you know your World War II weaponry, you may know of another little boy. And if you do, okay, the most I will say is if you know what other little boy there is in history, I will say this, the main character has the nickname Little Boy. If you can guess where that's going, good. Then hopefully you guessed right, and you're probably thinking, oh god, no, they didn't. They really didn't. Yes, they did. They went there. And the first time I saw that, I was like, my jaw attempted to hit the floor. It would have if it could dislocate. But oh boy, my jaw dropped like that. Or perhaps faster. When I saw that, and it did that in horror because I couldn't believe that they actually went there. And then the movie continues from there. I will say this. I'll put it like this: the way they end the movie, it's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. I will not give that away, and I will not give away what they actually do with what else they do with the title Little Boy. But again, if you know what that refers to, well, your reaction is very much understandable. If you don't know what that refers to, not telling you. I will not tell you. See it for yourself. Or, better yet, don't. In fact, here's what you should do. Go see a good movie. Go see a good movie first before you see this movie. Like I did. Like before this movie, I wanted to go see Ex Machina, which I'll talk about another time. But after that, I went and snuck into Little Boy. So that way, I didn't have to pay any money for this movie. Because if I had, oh boy, I'd be pissed. I'd be hating this movie. But I don't. And another reason for that is that the first two acts, not that bad. In fact, if you were to take out the third act and take those first two acts and expand them into a full-length movie, it could be decent. Hell, get the right writers, directors, and actors, it could even be great. But no, that third act, that fucking third act, killed this movie. Like, okay, the movie's like here. This is like decent. Yeah, let me back up a bit for this. Okay, this is a good movie. This is a bad movie. Like right here. Here's this movie. It's decent. And so third act, first two acts, and it weighs back and forth because they do try to emotionally manipulate you, with the kid being unbelievably short, and all the people making fun of him. The other movie's trying to say, feel sorry for him. Well, no, I can't. But okay, the movie is like here. This is decent. The first two acts, back and forth. Third act, plummets at light speed. And then the fucking ending. Well, you can't see my hand, but it's going even lower. That's what this movie ends up being. I mean, like I said, it is possibly the worst third act I've ever seen in a movie, compared to the first two. I mean, the first two, they're not that bad. Again, you could probably make those first two acts into a pretty decent period drama. But no, you have to take out that third act if you want to make it work. In fact, if you get this movie on DVD, I'll just watch those first two acts. They're not that bad. But right when the point, I can tell you this. Right about the point where a few guys are trying to harass the Japanese man, and the whole town is gathered to watch. Right at that point, stop watching the movie. Turn it off. Do not watch further. Now, so what else? Like I said, the movie looks good. It could be a decent period drama. The acting's not that bad. The child actors is one of the better ones I've seen. There's some decent casting choices like Emily Watson. I don't remember who else is in there that I remember. Oh wait, Kevin James is in this movie, and he's a doctor. Yeah, I don't know why they got him. It was really weird to see him just show up in the movie. I'm thinking, what the hell? What's Kevin James doing in this movie? That's a weird casting choice. And there's this thing about him, like I guess trying to hit on like Emily Watson in the movie, because she thinks her husband will never come back, and it's like, dude, you're an asshole. But that about wraps up my feelings on Little Boy. Overall, the first two acts are decent and could be, and if you were to spend them fully in the movie, it could be decent. But the third act destroyed this movie. It's almost unrecognizable after that point. And also, this movie goes on forever. It goes on and on and on in the third act. This movie is only about an hour and a half long. It feels like it's over 2 hours. So in that sense, this movie has really bad pacing. So we'll add that to its list of crimes. So that's about it for my thoughts on Little Boy. Don't see this movie. Just do not see this movie. Even if you like period dramas, don't see this movie. There are plenty of ones. There are better period dramas that are out there. And also if you like faith-based movies, don't even see this because it's not even that much of a faith-based movie. I mean, there's no message about like at the end, it's like, oh, we should praise God. Like it doesn't even do that. It's about as faith-based as this movie I know called New Hope. Maybe I'll talk about that at another point. But that's it. That's my thoughts on Little Boy. Don't see this movie. See something else. Like Ex Machina. That's a great movie. Maybe I'll talk about that at some point. But Mrs. Michronos, see you later.